Hey there, this is Catherine Cartwright. Welcome to the ScrapbookPal channel. I am going to be working with some honeybee stamps products today. This is the Seasonal Signs die set. It is huge. There are 3 little sign shapes in here that allow you to create all of these different kind of signs. You can see there's tulips, fall stuff, summer stuff, bows, all kinds of things. And then there's a 3-pack of stencils that coordinates with this that you can purchase as well. And this allows you to make every season, all year round, and use these adorable little sign sets. And I'm just showing you the stencils here. I know it's a little hard to see with the glare, but I'll be showing you more of that in a second. All right, so I'm going to jump right in. I've got 2 fun little projects. I'm going to make a shaped card with one of the dies. I'm going to use the circle die here, and I'm going to cut the piece paper to size, and then I've folded it in half. I've got my little circle, but at the top you can see I'm at the fold. I'm going to leave a little bit hanging off so that the die does not cut the top. Okay, and this gives me a hinged shaped kind of card. And so it's very quick and easy. You can see now that I've got a fun shape. I'm going to also take another step here. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. But I'm going to cut another one of the circles and I will lay that on top. So then the edge is finished and it's a total circle. It looks totally fine with the top cut off like that. But if you want to have an extra step and an extra layer on there to finish it off, you can do this as well. So that's why I'm cutting an additional circle. I just wanted to clarify what I was doing there. Okay, so I just used some orange cardstock from my craft stash, and I'm just looking at the little sign holders, or what I'm going to call them, hangers. There's several of them in the set, and I'm going to choose a smaller one that I think fits really well on this little circle shape. I've cut this out of black cardstock, and then I will glue that on the back in a second. But first, I want to start with the front of my project. And I've got black Soot distress ink here that I'm going to use. I'm just trying to find it in my stash of inks. And I'm going to pull those out, and I'm going to use my ink blender here and one of my stencils from the Seasonal Signs set. And it has this adorable little jack-o'-lantern face. And I am going to add a little bit of tape on here. I tend to not really pay attention sometimes when I stencil, and then I kind of go out of the lines and stencil all over. So this just kind of keeps me from making a big mess because as I've said many times, I'm a very messy crafter. So I just wanted to take that second to mask that off. I'm going to come in here with this black ink, and it's going to show up really well against that orange. And once I finish with that, then I can finish putting this cute little shaped card together. All right, so I'm going to carefully peel that off, and then I can adhere this to the front of my circle. But again, you get 3 sheets of the stencils in that stencil pack. And again, there are so many things I didn't have time to spend. They won't let me go that long. I probably could spend an hour using all the different designs. So these are just 2 quick ones to share with you. But again, this set is amazing. Very flexible, and all different kind of seasons. If you like to make things for different holidays and seasons, they have you covered. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of glue here to my hanger. Now, you could just add this to a card directly if you wanted to. If you didn't want to make the shaped card, you could recreate the same thing with just cutting the circle and adding your sign holder. But again, I'm going to keep this as a shaped card. And I'll show you at the end of the video. You'll have to wait to the very end to see what I chose to do with it. So I'm going to move on. I have cut another shape from that die set, and I've got the wood grain background, and I'm using some vintage photo here from Distress, and then I'm going to go around the edges of it with a little bit of tea dye. And so I'm just going to run this over, and you'll see that I have very quickly a fun background. I should say I'm going to have a fun sign that has the stenciled background on there. So cute. And I love the shape of this too. And then I'm going to come back around here with a little bit of the tea dye just to kind of add a little vintage vibe, a little weathered look to my sign. And again, because you have the dies, you could do so many different things with this. Super, super flexible and cute. So when I finish with that, then I can move on to some more stenciling, but this would be a great little project to do a bunch of quickly. All right. So now I have another one of those stencil sheets. I've got Hello Fall here. You can see there's a Hello Summer. On the website, they have a really great picture. My picture is not great, but you can see a little bit in the reflection. Back to school, I thought that was really fun to have if you have children, or I have adult children now, but it's still fun to make cards for them. They still go back to school right now. They're in college. But they could certainly enjoy a back to school card. And in the die set, there is a little pencil that is super, super cute, a pencil die. So you could make little pencils and it has a stencil component too. So you can just do a lot of fun things with that. All right, so I'm just going to use a little bit of my ink here and stencil on Hello Fall. And then that will take care of the front of my sign. I mean, really quick and easy. Look at that. How cute. I love the shape too. All right. So I need to put my handle on, and they have this really cute handle that fits perfectly on this one. And then I also cut some leaves and a pumpkin. And I did run a little bit of ink around here. So I'm just using some coordinating inks. I'll list those in the description. And then I'll just add a little tiny bit. You don't have to do this step. I just thought it would add a little bit more contrast on there. So I'm just taking a second to run this around. And since I had my inks out, it was very easy to take care of this. All right. And then I also did it in yellow. And I will mention on the leaf die, one, it's a great size. But they're also, I don't know if you could see this on camera if I showed that. But you get one die cuts out 2 of your leaves. So you can really quickly cut these out, which is really fun. And the same on the mittens and some of the other dies in this set. So one die cut will give you 2. So just wanted to mention that as well. So it definitely speeds up the process, getting 2 for 1 in your die. All right. And now I'm going to move to the red here. And then you can see this little tiny die up on the right hand of the corner of my image, of the screen, I should say. And that is going to be, those 2 little pieces work with the sign holder. You can add those to the front of it. And I'll show you that in a second. But I just, in case it got lost in the screen and you're wondering what this little tiny die is with 2 little die shapes in it, that is to put over the handle, so to speak, of your sign. All right. And then there is a little stem for my pumpkin here. It has terrific detail in it. And it's right in the middle. So it makes it look, have some more dimension to it. And I mean, you can see that detail right there when I come up close. Super cute. All right. So now I've got all my components ready to go. And again, there's that little die shape that I mentioned. Okay. And so I've got my, I cut this from brown, like a nice brown cardstock. So you could just do it on there on the front if you wanted to. But I like the way it looks with it kind of makes it look dimensional if you add it to the back. And then I'm just trying to figure out how I like this to look. But it gives it some dimension if you glue it to the back of it. And then add the little pieces on the front. It makes it look more realistic. So easy. Okay, so I'm just going to lay that where I want it to with a little bit of glue. And then, so how cute, like a real sign would look, how it has the kind of stuff threaded through to hold your sign up. It just, all the realistic details are amazing in this set. And then I'm going to take my other little 2 pieces here, and I'm going to get them in the correct direction, just making sure I've got them the right way. And you can kind of set it above the edge. You can see I've got it just a little bit above the sign edge. So that makes it even more realistic looking. All right, get this last one into place. I'm just going to use the pen from my glue to set it. And there it is. How cute. Wow, that looks so cool. And then I cut a few pieces of cardstock that I'm going to layer this onto. I've got kind of a mustard color. I thought that would work well for a fall theme. And I'm just laying out where my pumpkin, I should say, is going to go, and my leaves. So I'm just getting my pattern here because I know I want to fill this as much as I can. And then I have some additional fall color cardstock to layer this onto. So I'm kind of sticking to reds, oranges, yellows. And so when I'm happy with that, then I can add, some of these I'm going to pop up. I'm just trying to decide which ones I might just want to glue directly on, and then I'm going to add some foam to my other pieces to pop them up for some extra dimension. And I love this. I've talked about this foam before in videos. I love these foam squares. They're thin. It's the Variety pack. They have them in white and also I believe in black, but it's a thinner foam, so you still get some height, but it's not too thick for mailing and that kind of thing. So, but it still gives you that pop of dimension, which makes a difference on a card sometimes. And so I really, really love these things. They have a lot of them. They're my favorites for sure. All right, so when I get everything placed, I'm just kind of doing a little bit of adjusting. I wanted that leaf just so. And then when I'm happy, I can add some foam. I added it to the back, and just to save time, I didn't show it. And I also tied a little piece of twine on the left-handed side of my sign just to add a little something extra. I had some kind of craft colored twine. And so, sometimes you'll see that in real life. The little signs have some twine or some kind of ribbon or bow. So I thought that would be cute. So I added that on there, and now I will finish putting this little card together. And so I've got yellow, and then I have red and kind of a burgundy that I'm going to use to layer this up. Super, super cute. And then I will show you the finished product of my little pumpkin shaped card too. So I just had a blast with this set. So quick and simple. And it's just amazing with a few die cuts what you can get out of it. Okay, so I'm going to layer this one on there. My finished card, I should say, I always like to mention that in videos because people, watch from all over the world. In America, we use an A2 size card traditionally for these kind of cards. So that is 4 1/4 inches by 5 1/2. And I'm going to layer this onto a cream colored card base instead of white. So I just thought that kind of looked good with the hues. So I went a little bit different with using cream instead of white. And here is that little pumpkin. I added it to a bag. I had my twine out. So I've made a cute little Halloween treat bag to give to one of my children. And so that is the Honeybee Stamps Seasonal Signs product collection. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Happy crafting and have a great day.